Talking about that, one thing I wanted to say is we're still on track for the nuclear bomb.
What?
What?
Yeah. Remember when I told you Putin is gonna nuke? Yeah. Everything is leading to that shit.
Nah, bro. Don't even say that shit.
We gotta be prepared. Have at least a month's worth of food in your crib, nigga.
That's not profitable.
And have a plan for everybody to know if shit hits the fan, meet me here.
It is a really good idea to be prepared for like a month's disaster, no matter what. Like,
A month's disaster.
I have a question for you. What city do you live in?
New York.
Yeah, we're done.
Yes, we're definitely number one target.
We're number one, number two target. None of us are surviving it. We live on the island of Manhattan.
Some of us might.
All 5 boroughs are gone. There's no. All 5 boroughs are gone. They drop one here.
Wait a minute.
It's gonna be too congested for anybody to get anywhere.
Okay, China or Russia could drop a nuke here.
But they wouldn't. It's not profitable.
Right, China's making too much money.
Okay, hear me out on this. What city do we live in?
New York.
Okay.
Shout outs to New
How many
York.
people live in this city?
A lot.
Millions.
Enough that they write the fucking public city alerts on the train in Chinese, right?
Yep.
Okay. How many Russian people live in New York City?
A bunch.
A bunch too.
Enough that they write the fucking public alerts in Russian too, right?
Yep.
Shout out to my G Constantine.
So why would either China or Russia bomb New York?
Because we're the capital of the world.
They might feel like they have to.
We're the capital of the world, not the USA, the world.
Yeah.
So, but we're also located on U.S. ground.
Yes.
And also, it would be.
But this is not a military base.
You sure?
They're gonna bomb fucking Colorado Springs. Where my sister lives.
Bro, remember what happened in 2001?
Colorado Springs? I'm interested.
They didn't bomb us.
There's still
How many people died in that?
like 3,000 people.
Yeah, they're not gonna kill 8 million. They're gonna kill 3,000. No offense to the 3,000 people.
Nah, they didn't really want it like that. They can't throw it.
That's not a military attack. That's
To be honest,
An
the
attack
only
a false flag.
fully trained army like is the U.S. Like U.S. have great training
It's a covert operation.
works that they
It's
do.
a symbolic
Like
attack.
other nations have armies but no training.
Military. They're not gonna fucking bomb this place. They don't want to kill their own people. They don't want to take out the economy. It's bad
Yes.
for business.
Yes.
It would be bad for business.
War needs to be good for business, and if you take out the economic infrastructure of the world, that's bad for business.
Unless you're the number one manipulator who doesn't care.
Russia and China are not going to attack New York. They're going to attack Colorado. They're going to attack San Diego. They're going to attack DC. They're going to attack
What?
Tucson.
There's no way to attack U.S. without attacking New York.
No, they're not going to do it.
Because
Telling you,
we're
the
too
safest place in the
influential.
world.
Look at us. We have a podcast. Who would have thought back in the days we could put our word everywhere?
No, we don't have bombs here, and that's why we're safe.
Bro. What?
Yes.
Like nuclears?
Yes.
Yeah,
New York is never going to get nuked.
Oh, you're talking about New York.
I pray that you're right.
Like United States.
Oh,
why is safe?
maybe 100%.
I'm saying it's safe because of the
There's a
military.
100% possibility we might get the country could get nuked.
Yeah.
But New York City, no.
Yeah,
No, if you're scared of getting
I hope
nuked,
Washington,
New York
D.C.,
City,
if anything.
No.
They could lose Florida.
They're the ones leading us.
Maybe one of those random
Nah,
terror
Florida's
groups.
too cool for that.
Florida's too dumb right now, yo. What's up with y'all?
We need Florida. Those are the
I
wild
still
boys.
enjoy
We're not gonna
the
lose.
scene, the beaches.
Nah, I get what you mean.
But like a military wouldn't do it. Like maybe a terror group that's like unhinged and stupid.
But that's all we're dealing with.
It's like infidel. Like maybe.
That's all we're dealing with.
But like no, a military no.
Not even Taliban ain't back. They took over Afghanistan.
Why do we go to war?
For money.
Politics of every reason.
And why do they go to war?
For money.
Profit.
Okay.
Defense.
So if New York is the capital of the world, why would they nuke?
It feels good.
Facts.
For money? No.
That makes a lot of sense right
Well,
there.
I mean, even they got halal trucks.
Where the money's at, bro?
What, you're losing money?
Shout out to the halal trucks.
You want to?
You heard here,
New
New
York
York
on your money.
would be
Facts.
our own country.
Do billionaires
9/11
Do billionaires
happened.
live in New York?
That's
Yes.
proof that
Yeah,
that's
we're never
happened
getting
by
nuked.
us.
Then
Yeah.
we're never getting nuked. If billionaires live in New York, we're never getting
That
nuked.
makes a lot of sense.
That's
That actually,
proof.
that
That's
actually
proof
makes
that
sense.
9/11 was
Yeah.
by us, right?
Well,
What was the inside job?
it was
Basically, right?
Yeah.
That's what you saying.
yeah,
Because
basically.
Yeah.
it didn't happen.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
If it was someone else trying to get it.
It was a symbolic attack, not an actual attack. A military, like if Chinese billionaires and Russian billionaires both live in New York, we're never getting nuked. It's just
Yeah.
not happening.
Russians do
Like,
live
maybe
in New
the
York.
Terrorists, like some some crazy like terrorist. Oh,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we're not getting
War is
If you're
retarded,
watching
bro.
this at
war
home,
can happen with the leaders together.
and you're scared of getting
And it's
nuked,
just like,
One day.
not in New York. Stay
One
in
day.
New York.
Actually, I don't. I could see getting the U.S. getting one, but I don't really see it happening.
The threat
Okay.
of getting nuked.
It's very real.
Is real.
It's very
the
real.
threat happens every time.
But it's
that,
the-
Bro,
that's
we're
a
like-
threat.
are we
that
like-
leads to
Are we like a minute away from midnight or some crazy
Yeah.
shit on the doomsday clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the weather, not because of the nukes.
The
Because of
weather.
the weather?
Because of the weather, because of global warming. That's more scary than the nukes. Because
Yeah.
you can't fucking stop hurricanes.
And flooding.
ooh, it's
My
like
bad, my fault.
curved to you.
I bumped you.
Yeah, you're right about that. The flooding is gonna come
Go
over
for it.
with.
Yeah.
No, but-
Everything.
I thought
Yeah.
you were going to reach it, but you were closer to it than I was.
But if you
Isn't
think,
there like an iceberg?
you want to know something crazy?
Yeah. A
Global
giant
warming
one.
is not a big threat.
It's way more of a threat than getting nuked in New
Are
York.
you crazy?
You know what New York
Hear
is?
me out.
If you can handle flooding,
Hear me out. Hear me out. Because global warming.
Did I not just mention there's like a fucking 2,000-mile iceberg loose?
Yeah.
Global warming.
I
Yeah.
understand that. I understand
it's
that.
gonna crash into something.
But-
that melts, bro. That's adding on to the level. of water. Like,
I understand that, but the thing what I'm
Can we
saying
melt
is
it
that
and bottle it like?
there's a couple of things I'm gonna break down right here for that. One, the climate of the Earth isn't what we think it is. The climate of the Earth changes constantly, bro.
That doesn't mean it's
no,
not.
but
still a
global
threat.
Hold on,
warming
hold
changes
on.
that.
Hold on.
Let him get his
The climate of the Earth changes. Right now, we're ending an ice age. We're still ending an ice age.
Yeah.
So this bitch is gonna get a lot hotter in the
Okay.
next couple hundred years because we're coming out of an ice age.
We're coming out of a temperate period.
You
Okay.
feel me?
Okay.
And then two, global warming. If we really, really wanted to worry about the global warming and shit, we would be able to manage this because global warming is a good thing. There's more carbon dioxide. Trapped in the atmosphere. So what eats carbon dioxide?
Look at his face right there. Mike is telling you everything.
What eats carbon dioxide and makes oxygen?
Plants.
So all we have to do to cool shit down is
Grow
plant
plants.
more plants, bro. All we need to
That's the
do.
problem with
Yes,
global
there's other
warming,
things.
bro.
There's
What do
other
you think
things.
global warming is, nigga?
Okay, somebody hands their hand up. That's how much he wants to talk right now.
Yes, I understand. I get that. But what I'm simplifying the
Yeah.
fuck out of this.
I
and
think you
Mike
have a
is-
challenge. Yeah.
Mike is definitely gonna challenge me on this.
Yeah.
But I'm
Wow.
gonna
Okay.
keep it going.
Okay.
You
Here's
feel
the
me?
mic. Somebody give him the mic.
Hold
Oh
on.
yeah.
Where's the
It sounds like you're
blood
trying to
means
say
you
the
can talk?
answer is basically to revert back to more nature.
No, we have to balance it out.
Was the LA game?
We haven't.
Oh, the
we have to
All-Star
balance
game,
it out.
right,
There has
yeah.
to be certain regulations made,
Yeah, that is weird.
not only in
9
the
o'clock,
U.S.
I
but
guess.
in the global market.
Yeah.
They're waiting for us to finish.
What?
I would say that for the last.
Like the podcast,
I
goddamn.
would say for the last.
Billions of years.
No, 4 to 6,000 years, maybe 10,000
Okay.
years.
Okay.
We've had a temperate period, maybe
Okay.
longer than that.
No, it's a way to calculate it.
Oh wait.
There is a way to calculate it.
So for the last like 10,000 years,
Yes, 10,000.
it's been a temperate period. We know indigenous people have been living in South America for around 100,000 years, so it might be 100,000 years since the last ice age. Might. I'm gonna say 10,000 years.
No, the younger Dryas was about
Yeah.
12,000 years.
Yeah,
So let's say 12,000 years.
yeah.
12,000
No, he's
years.
right.
12,000 years since the last
Yeah.
ice age, right?
Yeah.
But we can say that indigenous people have been living
South America.
in the Americas
America, yeah.
for a
Damn.
solid 100,000 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Humans have
definitely.
been there for 100,000 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
Just
definitely.
chilling and shit.
Awesome.
And possibly more came across in more ice ages.
Yeah.
Adapted to it.
They just learned how to survive. There was like bear skins
But
and
the problem,
you know.
But the problem is, for the last 110 years, 120 years, we've had an industrial revolution, and that
Yeah,
consumption
steam
of
engine.
Carbon
Woo!
dioxide.
the
Yep.
increase in
And
carbon
gas.
dioxide,
Shout out.
gas, and
Yeah,
oil,
hell yeah.
right?
Trains.
That has increased the amount
Planes.
of carbon dioxide, methane gas,
Uh huh.
right? And
Yeah,
other,
high off that.
mercury, other harmful chemicals, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Gases
Okay.
to increase the temperature, right? Of
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
It's
The
not
problem
leaving
with that-
Earth, bro. It can't get out.
The problem with that is
The shell.
what would otherwise be a natural process of climate change, because normally climate change,
No, we're accelerating it.
we're accelerating it.
No.
We're accelerating it
I'm
for
not
sure.
arguing with you on that. Not one
So
inch.
it's obvious
But-
Earth wasn't made to have gas.
The thing.
Hey.
It's supposed to be.
No. There is the fact that humanity, since we're a greedy species,
Mhm.
At the top of the food chain, bro.
not only
That's
that,
what
we're
it
a
is.
greedy species,
Top of the food chain.
We're a
bro.
narcissistic species.
By
and
luck.
we're a narcissistic species. It doesn't allow for much innovation to happen at this point in time.
Oh.
Right now, we're at a bottleneck
Oh.
where instead of us paving a future that could sustain the 8 billion people that's on this planet now,
Mhm.
we're going into a future where the elites could be sustained and we're the ones that's going to suffer. I don't want to say it like that, but that's exactly where it's heading
It
to.
seems
But
to be the
at
reality
least
of
there's
the
a
Seems to be heading to that.
The people that want that, but then there's those that don't. That are fighting.
No,
to not.
yeah, but the
Al
thing,
Gore before he was even like,
The-
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
that
definitely.
I hate saying it.
But even
Yeah.
wasn't it? I know it wasn't.
I-
Wasn't it Ronald Reagan that said that we had to be? No, it was
Nixon.
It was Nixon and Eisenhower that warned us about the industrial military
Well,
complex.
No. Eisenhower warned us about the military-industrial complex, but Nixon created the EPA and signed the Clean Air and Clean Water Acts.
Yeah,
Because he was just like, no, we're polluting too much, and we need to leave behind a cleaner environment for future generations.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It's
right.
just like Nixon, the racist, crooked,
Nice, true.
uh,
He knew he was
guy
fucking
who
shit up.
signed it before he got impeached.
yeah,
And then he
man.
got
Yeah.
pardoned by Ford, like that guy.
Yeah,
He's like,
that-
no, but he was right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but
he
you
was
had
right on
to know he had access to the real information, like the
But he cared
statistical
about-
facts
It's
of how
not-
much damage we was doing.
It's like he cared about the environment.
Bro,
Yeah.
but in 1975, there was a scientist that worked for ExxonMobil that told them, "Yo, we have about 15 years before this shit gets out of control." And there's
65.
that was
Wow.
in 65.
Or no, not wait. Was it? What you?
I said 75
75. Yeah.
because the 15 years.
Either way, it's done. We passed the deadline.
Before I was born.
Yeah.
We passed the deadline.
And at that point in time, they ExxonMobil was going by their previous name. I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
But they
changed
were
their name again, I think.
I think it was like
Okay.
good something.
Okay.
But they basically were bragging about how they used to make about enough energy to melt about 5,000 tons of glacier every day.
I can believe that.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they knew what was happening.
Yeah, they knew it was happening.
Yeah.
But when it comes to
They're
global
like to the
warming, and
point
all
where
this
they're
other shit,
needed.
we're still at a point where we can reverse it. Not fully.
Yeah, I don't know if we could.
Not fully, but we can start a reversal process. And the first thing that has to happen, and this is what I'm saying, we have to start balancing this shit out with nature
Yeah.
by planting more plants. And I know
Yeah.
I sound like a hippie
That's
and all
simple
that sort of
enough.
shit, but that's the simplest. That's the simplest step.
No, I believe.
That's the simplest step.
Those are like filters for
You feel
carbon
me?
and shit.
You feel me? That's the simplest step that we could take. Planting more plants.
And then the ocean, somehow we gotta
And
save
cleaning
the
the
ocean.
ocean.
You want to hear something dope? You know where 50% of the Earth's oxygen comes from?
The Amazon.
Fucking phytoplankton. Fucking plankton, microscopic little plants that live
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the ocean.
What,
Oh,
they
you
be
know what's
farting
crazy?
and shit?
50% of
You know what's
all the-
crazy about phytoplankton too?
Phyto.
That their carbon dioxide exchange rate is one of the highest ones.
Yeah, they're super
But
efficient.
there's also a technology right now that
That's
I
why.
forgot who was it who invented it, but he tried to pitch it to major cities and they basically turned them down. Where it would be like these podiums that were filled with
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
phytoplankton and they would like purify the air,
Yeah.
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 and they just like turned
We
that
gotta
shit
do
the
shit
fuck
like
down.
that. We gotta do
But-
shit like that.
But where I was getting at,
Mm-hmm.
and it's funny that we bring this up because I was watching a clip on Instagram today and I forgot the dude's name fully. It was a dude from Zimbabwe.
Okay.
He invented a machine that basically took the Earth's natural radio frequencies and converted it to electricity. Zimbabwean?
I've been thinking.
Zimbabwean?
I heard what you said, but I was thinking about.
Zippy
how you
zippy
said-
Zimbabwe.
I just said Zimbabwe. I just said
Zippy zippy
Zimbabwe.
zippy 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 Zimbabwe.
Someone from Zimbabwe is Zimbabwean. Right?
Zimbabwean?
If you're from Zimbabwe,
I guess.
let me know how you say what you're from.
Yeah.
Like Zimbabwean, right?
Shout out to Zimbabwe.
So,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like he invented something that basically turns the Earth's natural radio frequencies
Hey, hey.
into electricity.
Hey,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Zimbabwean.
So what I'm saying is like, and they shut him down. His
Yeah,
government
there you
shut
go.
him down.
Of course, they don't want him to win.
But that's the thing about it is like, if for the past 100 years, and I've said this before, I think you've been here when I've said it,
Probably.
and you've definitely been here when I've said it. In the past 100 years, we've had what, like more than 20 scientists come out with free energy technology.
Yeah, and I told you that.
Shout out to
I told you
Tesla.
what that means too.
Word up.
That's humanity trying to get that idea out. Meaning it's been
It-
time.
it's-
We're
yeah.
overdue. That idea keeps trying to come
Yeah.
out through different people.
Too
Just
many
like the
smart
guy who
people
could be
here.
creating water through hydrogen
Yeah.
through air.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's
That's been
but think
happening.
about it like this:
Blow,
when
blow, blow.
when Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, there was a Frenchman who also invented it in France at the
Yeah.
same time.
He felt that energy.
The theory of relativity. Einstein wasn't the only one who had it at the same time.
Right.
Energy.
You feel
Energy.
me? It was just that that person
It's
came
been
at it first. That's all it was.
Yeah.
But when it comes
Let's
to global
go.
warming and going back to the main point, we're still at a point where if we could change how society runs in the next 50 years, we have a possible chance of,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say fully saving the planet as we know it now, but having a
Yeah.
planet where we could leave to future generations to keep fixing up, where
Yeah.
we could balance each other, where
Yeah.
we could have a balance with nature. Because the Earth, if we have a balance with the Earth could sustain billions of us.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how we do it.